Hello, my luminous souls. Welcome to the 8 Biome. If this video has found you, know that it's timeless. If you found your way here, you, my dear, are ready for the spiritual grit, the realignment, and the release. The cards speak what they will, so don't flinch. We face it, we feel it, and we free it. And don't worry, I got your back. Today's weave that has found you in this moment is part of the new series called The Echo. This is a space of repetition and resonance. Some things echo long after they've ended, not because they're unfinished, but because they are unforgettable. If the pattern keeps returning, if the voice keeps ringing in your ear, this message may reveal the source. Echoes never lie. They remind us what is still calling, whether it's shaking your core or spark your awakening. So let's go ahead and dive into some energy numbers and see what this echo has for us today. I don't know about you guys, but it is going to be a wonderful week. I don't know, I just feel it, don't you? All right. (0303). Taking chances. Success, knowledge, friendship, impatient freedom, optimism. When chances present themselves, seize them and do something out of the ordinary. Whether in your professional or personal life, you will find success by welcoming creative impulses and having faith in your own abilities. Nice. Trust in chance and take a risk on opportunity that could change your life for the better. I love that. So 0303, see it in anywhere, any synchronicities around you, time, clocks, grand totals, you name it, then this message is most likely for you. In any order, honestly, I just feel like 4 digits and those specific 4 numbers are the importance of it. All right, so what else do we need to know about this echo? Humility. Okay, says the wise owl. Life has a funny way of teaching us humility. However, the great lesson to learn from our tests and trials is not to be better, but to be greater. That hit deep. I don't know about you. That owl's gaze is like hitting my soul. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get some more energy cards and see what this thread is trying to tell us. Take a chance in humility. Maybe we don't take chances in the fear of humility. Clingy, old exes, dead relationships, old ways. Harmony, balance, peace, happiness. Narcissistic, or narcissist. Egotistical, opportunist, fragile. I knew there was going to be a plot twist. Like, what are we taking a chance off of or on from or from? It might very well be this person. Burned bridges, lack of trust, disloyal, turn back on. Rechange. Oh, I'm sorry. Recharge. Rechange. I wonder why that came out. I don't even know if that's a word. Recharge. Breathe. Let go. Clear your mind. It already feels like burning bridges, whether it was from this person or you. It was portrayed as a disloyal and turned back on. And trust me when I said I've had my fair shares of this type of personality, and They love to do the whole turn the back on. It's almost like they set you up so they can say, well, you did it first, or oh, it was all great until you did X, Y, and Z, even though they probably did 10,000 things for you to what? Decide to do something for yourself or something along those lines. But anyways, you're leaning towards harmony. You're already getting the advice of recharging or rechanging. Rechanging reminds me of rewriting, like rewriting beliefs, old beliefs. So recharge and rechange, okay? And I can see where the clinginess is coming from. It's almost like you're keeping the harmony. You're just trying to keep the peace. Maybe that's where humility's coming from, and saying, yep, and running's at the bottom of the deck. Escape, denial, excuses. It's like they've rewritten the idea of giving up means you're failing, or you calling it quits or breaking up with them means, you know, you didn't try hard enough. And I think that's the humility. It's not really humility, but it is if you think that way. Okay, let's go ahead and get more energy cards. Let's see. But take a chance. No matter how this thread lays out for you, I'm telling you, I'm calling it right now. What's the time? What's the climb on the clock? Take those numbers too. I am claiming that no matter what you do, you should just take the chance. No matter what this says, you should just take the chance on yourself or doing something different. Okay, reading over. Thank you so much for coming in today. I'm just joking. Let's see what else we have. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. I'm telling you, guilt tripping. Every time I see this card, I already see the manipulation. It sucks. I get triggered. It is so far past in my life, like decades, but I get triggered when other people go through it, because I remember, and it's not a place. Normally the person who's the real victim is the caregiving, loving, nurturing, good person that is enduring this for no reason. Look at these boundaries. No, draw the line and enough. Skirt. Okay, look. Oh, escaping, avoiding, blocking, pushing. Because like I said, you are keeping the peace, and it's this person. It's not because it's the right thing to do. It's because you're just keeping the peace. Are they guilting you because you guys had a friendship or something, or a long, loving relationship? You guys known each other since high school, or some whack, heavy burden excuse? Like, for real. Like, they took everything away because you decided to speak up. Therefore, that doesn't equal commitment. Like, I see the brainwash. Ugh. Don't fantasize. Don't fantasize about recharging and escaping. Do it. Do it. Just do it. Do it, and don't feel guilty about it. So, daydreaming, imagining, fantasizing. Just do it. Because damned if you do, damned if you don't, especially with people like this. Acting like there's anything to fix. You know better, which is why you're surviving. But take the humility. I feel like they just wrote that rule, whatever that was. And karma. Consequences, cause and effects, debts. So don't worry about this person. They're going to get what comes to them. You worry about yourself. But there's no fixing this. There's no leaving them better than you found them. You just got to cut ties and let it be. Just let it go. Let it go. Let it go. So let's go to the traditional tarot and see what this echo wants to say. But for real, like, there's really nothing to decide other than your mind. You have to make the decision. You have to decide. Because this person is going to take what you give them, take anything that they can get. And while you're figuring yourself out, they're already caught on. They're already caught on. So I bet you they already got their other supply, like brewing in the back in case you change your mind. But all right. Okay. Sorry. I'm all like frazzled. Knight of Swords. As fast as possible. In fact, you got to do this exponentially. Speak your truth. Fast. Communicate this quick. Do this now. That Knight of Swords popped out. And you know how I shuffle. I mean, do you see this? Okay, so yes, you're the Knight of Swords. Get it done right now. Take a chance. Like I said, you don't even have to think about the rest. Just do something different, please, and do it for you. Those two things, excuse me, confirmation burp if you want to consider it. The Sun's in reverse. You are not happy. You're exhausted. You're overwhelmed. You're so tired. You're so tired of this broken clinginess. Literally. Broken clinginess of his insecurities. And you're such a good person. You're trying to balance. You're trying, no. You're tired. 5 of Wands in reverse. You're the tension. You're over it. In fact, I know you're on your way to this harmony based on how these are categorized. You put your boundaries up. You're planning for an escape. The goal is harmony. This person is the void, is the X factor, is the... If you were to pick 3 out of 4, he didn't make the cut. You see what I'm saying? Because you're over it. Then you have Judgment upright because it's been revealed. If anything, that was your awakening. That was your last straw. Absolutely over it. You have the 8 of Pentacles because you don't... This is all like the fog. This is all coming. This is all settling in the back of your head. The fact that you fantasize about recharging and getting yourself back. What you also don't see, that if this remains a fantasy, that you will just be working so hard to get nowhere fast with this 8 of Pentacles in reverse. This is a very hard, talented worker working their butt off for pennies. Pennies, what do they say? You're doing wifely duties at girlfriend prices. And in fact, it's worse than that. You're doing wifely duties for like homeboy prices, like for real. It's that bad. It's that bad. Okay, let's keep going. You're hesitating to walk away. Why? Why? Or maybe that's what you realize, because this is the pivot. This is the realization that you've been hesitating to walk away. The Ace of Wands in reverse, the interference. I see this word jumping out, broken. He's broken you, but he doesn't have that power over you. He just thought he could break you, but you're at a low vibration, yeah, because he was a wave constantly crashing at a stone. Yes, it takes a lifetime to wear it out, but the water does wear it out, and permanently at that. When it builds a cave, there's no filling that up. I don't know why that metaphor. Are you a rock climber or something? You like nature? You like the beach? But he took your passion away. You have to grieve over this. I feel like this is very specific. It may resonate with some. That you feel like all this time was wasted time, and you can think that way if you like, but you can also think better now than never, for real. Like, you needed that time. There was no other way to get to this point, you know? And the thing about that is that you'll never get to this point again when you truly rewrite your beliefs. You won't have to worry about this happening again, but you have to know your outcome so the next time you come across it, your body and your nervous system knows how to speed through this process of elimination. It's almost like, because at the very beginning, this was such a new thing for you to detect and for you to discern about, that it probably did take 5 years for you to be like, you know what, this person is not being consistent, saying one thing, doing another, victimizing, never taking responsibility. Man, it's been 5 years and we're still dwelling, just all that stuff came to a conclusion. But here's the kicker. There won't be another 5-year relationship that's going to do this again. Because depending on how fed up you are about this and how you remember what outcome that is for it, if you ever see any red flags, you'll be like, no. And I don't need to know if I'm right or wrong. I just seen enough that I had enough. And then before you know it, it's now just a split decision. And before you know it, it's just now not your type. You see how quickly that is? You think your type is not your type. So you went for somebody that's definitely not your type, but you learned that, right? It's just now you can add that in the category like, oh, nope. I don't go for that. Or trigger words. Oh, yeah, no, I don't even want to see where that goes. Call it harsh, but you've done the work to earn that right to quick drop, quick decision, split. You know what I'm saying? Like, you deserve that kind of pickiness, if that's what they want to call it. You deserve those standards, friend. You deserve those standards. Okay, so sorry. Very important, I guess. But then we have the Two of Pentacles. The becoming. Like I said, this is probably the first time you've handled something like this. Or maybe this is the first time you realize the pattern. Okay, but either way, coming out of it is the new thing too. Okay, and you're just starting. So you're learning how to balance the fact that, okay, you have a choice whether his words affect you or not. If he really, like for real, like look at who he is and are you really taking that to heart, kind of thing. But you're peeling away and you have to go through the motions with your boundaries up. But this time you don't give in, and that part I don't think it's been done before, or else we wouldn't be at this reading. But you have to trust that decision and know that there's millions, hundreds of millions of other people out there. This is the one. You know what I'm saying? Like this, if you need to tell yourself something, anytime you think you're going to pick up that phone, I'm telling you, I'm your friend that's like, don't call him. No, don't answer. Okay, I can't be there for that as much as I am, but hear my words. At least ask yourself, if there's 100 million other partners out there, is this the one we're betting the rest of our lives on? And then just run with that as your friend, please. Okay. So 6 of Cups. Here's the horizon in reverse. You're not falling for it anymore. He's someone from the past and it's not working. I know you see this, but I think the real message is, how do you stay in your boundaries? How do you stay in your harmony? How do you stay in your sovereignty? How you stay in your recharge? You just have to stay in it long enough to love it more than ever entertain that person. It could be a day, it could be a week, it could be 21 days to develop a new habit. But either way, you just need to give yourself that time for it to feel like the new right answer for you, your new normal, your new standard, okay? Oh man, I'm sorry. This like triggered me seriously. I've been there, man. I've done that like more than my fair share. So if this is your first one, I'm telling you, you don't want 5 more of these, man. You don't want 5 more of these. Take it from me. Oh, and then you have the 7 of Wands. Yes, defend yourself. Protect yourself. Protect your morals. Protect your boundaries. Okay? Protect your... This is your peace. You have to live with this. You have to go to sleep at night. You know what kind of person you are. Don't let that person tell you otherwise. Shame on them. They don't even know you anyway. And even if they do, they use it against you, and they hold the should do's for you as what? Treats? A rabbit and a carrot? When this is supposed to be done because this is the... What? You're begging to be hugged? Like, come on. Anyways. Whew. I'm probably going to need a minute before I get into the next spread. So, I'm definitely interested to see how this outcome, because honestly, I love the extended reads because it pretty much tells me how you decide, how this is going to go. I love the transition between this read and the next read. So, if you are called to follow me to the extended, the link is down below. But what we've heard and what needed to be said today is here. I hope it resonated. Please let me know in the comments how this helped. Let me know. Did you run? Are you doing better? Like, what was your decision? Before we get into what was the decision now? And of course, if this resonated or brought clarity to you, please consider watering the biome with an equal exchange of energy, like a comment, like, or subscribe. It keeps the weave alive and the thread moving forward. And if we are pulled to go different ways, then I appreciate you being a part of this energy, and your presence was definitely noticed. And thank you for sharing this space and time with me. It meant more than you know, and it never goes unnoticed. And until we meet again, my luminous souls, may you walk in love, awaken in light, and remember who you are. And I will see you on the next pull of the thread.